What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MumboElite. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to start a mini kind of series on the channel. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but basically we are going to be getting you guys ready for Team of the Season, showing you guys how you can make coins, how you can stock packs, do League SBCs, basically be ready for the months of endless content that EA sheds out. So if you guys do enjoy this video or find it helpful at all, feel free to smack that like button and subscribe if you're new. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the first tip I'm going to go over is silver common center backs. We made a video on this the other day on the channel. If you haven't seen it, feel free to check it out. But essentially what we're going to do is put in a filter where we're going to try to pick up center backs for 150 that go for more than 300 coins and potentially will rise due to random daily SBCs, could fit a solution for marquee matchups. All those kind of factors play in. It's a super low on investment, and if you don't do it already, I recommend you fill your club, especially for Team of the Season. You can do this throughout the year. So what I would recommend if you're new to this, first thing to do is just kind of compare price. So if you look at this card, it looks like everything is going for at least 400 coins. So if we bid 150 on this, we'd be good to go. Typically, you're going to be looking for ratings that are 70 rated or higher. Those typically go good. Good nationalities work. So all the top nations. Leagues or leagues that share nationalities are really good as well. So if England is a top nation and you know there's the Prem and the Championship that have League SBCs, don't sleep on the 3rd division or 4th division. Those are excellent cards to pick up. So I would recommend doing this. Kind of store everything in your club if you have a lot of coins, and then only sell the duplicates. This way you'll be able to make coins gradually over time, typically doubling your coins with each card. So if you bid 150 on one, you sell it for 300. That's going to give you enough coins to buy a second card. So essentially, you're just doubling your coins, doubling your cards, everything you send to your club, and eventually, before long, you'll have a bunch of duplicates that you can sell, and you'll have a full club of cards that will inevitably go up in price throughout the year. So that would be the first tip. After that, I will have you guys do the same thing with silver rares. This time, instead, though, we are going to try to pick these up for 250 and sell them for 500 coins. Now, this isn't always going to be the case, but a lot of silver rare center backs go up throughout the year on their own, just because these are commonly used in a lot of solutions. Everyone is looking for rare cards, especially rare silvers, to put in marquee matchups each week. These work really well. So we're going to mass bid. We're going to bid 250 on cards that we think are good value. So we're looking at League SBC cards. Again, we're looking at top nations. And we're going to look at rating as well. Anything that you think would help you in a solution. If you don't know what kind of cards show up in solutions, I highly recommend you go to footbin.com. We will have a link in the description of this video if you want to check it out. Basically, what I mean by solutions is people put the solutions to SBCs on there, and they will use certain players. And typically, people look for these solutions on the website. And if you use the same players they do, typically the price of the card goes up. So anything that shows up in those solutions, you kind of know will go up in value. So that would be my first recommendation of cards to trade with / store in your club. All right, guys, the next tip I'm going to go over revolves around icon SBCs. If you don't know, every time we get new icon SBCs, there are a couple teams that always share the same requirements. So it's called Born Legends in the first one. Rare players exactly 11. You need exactly bronze. You need 50 chemistry, and that will give you a small silver players back. And then for Rising Stars, you need rare players exactly 11. Player quality exactly silver. Team chemistry at least 50. So typically when these come out, you'll see a rise in silver rares. And same thing with the bronzes, you'll see a rise in rare bronzes. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to look at a lot of the different top nationalities. We're going to do a trading tip in the moment, also an investment. So you can do this by nation, you can do this by league, you can do this by position. It all works in different ways. So I'm going to use the League 1 as an example. If I go to a buy now of 200 coins, I will see that everything sells within the hour, but I do not see a single England card. So if I go to 250, I'll see that, again, everything sells within the hour, but I don't see a single England card yet until we get too close to the 59th minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a filter where basically I'm going to bid 150 on everything we see. If I want a minimum buy now of, let's say, 400 coins, this might get rid of some of the lower end cards. We're just going to go through and we're going to bid on everything. Now, after you bet on these, you got two different options. You can store in your club, like I would recommend you do. But if you're desperate for coins, you can sell it, double your coins in the meantime. It all works pretty well. Now, if you want to avoid doing just one league, and let's say you look at what I just showed you and you're already a couple minutes into bidding on the first page, I would recommend you take away the other filters and you just kind of go through page to page to see what looks good. So if I look and I see a French guy here, even though there's already a 150 bid, I might bid 200 on this guy because I know that French players typically go up. I see a German guy right there. I see a Spanish guy right here. I see an MLS card right here. So there's a bunch of different cards that pop up that I think will go up in value. I'll just put a bid down on them. This guy, he has a League SBC currently. It's going away soon. Yeah, you kind of just want to go through here, get some bids in. And again, if you always want to make sure they have value, you can double check the compare price. This guy, his lowest card is 250 coins. Another one's 300. Both of those sell within the hour. So again, 150 bid will double your coins for 300 coins if you sell it. Really good tip to make coins early on and also to save as investments for when SBCs come out. All right, guys, now we are going to talk about the gold cards. Now, why are gold cards going to be important for Team of the Season and for different SBCs that come out? We see what happens every time we get repeatable SBCs. If we check the current highest buy now of these cards, we'll see, I believe it's around the 600 coin mark. Yep, in the 59th minute. These were as high as 800 coins by the time I'm recording because of the 81 plus player picks that were available in FIFA. Every time there's repeatable SBCs, the value goes up. So once these go back down in price, if you can bid 300 coins on 75 red cards, that's going to be an insane pickup. As you see, there's a lot of cards that still have crazy value, so it might be hard at the moment. But once you see that buy now start going back down, getting a lot of these 75s for 300 coins, and then anything over 75 rated for 350, and just stored in your club is going to be a good way of having fodder for when these repeatable SBCs come out. The value of these is going to go up because people are going to be desperately doing it, trying to pack Team of the Seasons. Now, if you are someone who likes to grind these as well, I get questions all the time when I'm streaming of how do you save coins on these? How do you make coins on these? How are you able to make so many packs? What's the secret? Secret's kind of to be ready beforehand. So if you guys are during Team of the Season wanting to make a lot of packs, what I would recommend is do the work right now before Team of the Season of storing these in your club. It might seem like a boring process. If you're trying to sell these short term, you might not see the value to it. That's why it's going to be so important to have your club stacked. That way when they come out with these SBCs, you don't have to buy them when the prices are way up. You buy when it's down and we sell them when they're high, baby. That's the way it works. So you can do the same thing with gold rares. These prices are, I believe, back down. Let's take a look though. Last time I checked, they were trading for 750. Looks like they're still at 750. Once the repeatable SBC goes away, I could see these going back to discard. But same kind of logic applies there. We're going to go for 75 rated cards. Instead of 300, we're going to do the quick sell value here, which is 600 coins. You're going to go through, put a bid on all these, store it in your club, forget about it, sell the duplicates on for profit. You're not going to be able to double your coins on these, but if you can get 100 coins or so out of them per card, that's going to add up quickly short term. And then on top of that, if you sell these during a really good repeatable SBC, which I bet we're going to get tons during Team of the Season, a lot of these I could easily see getting to 800, 900, and some even over 1,000 coins. So if you're able to pick up for 600 on the 75s, then 650 for the other ratings, this is going to be huge. So keep that in mind. Same thing with the League SBC cards or Good Nations. There's always going to be the marquee matchups coming out. There's League SBCs that are going away and coming back with better packs. So always kind of be on a lookout for having these in your club as well. Kind of looking on a weekly basis to see what might be crazy up in price. Sometimes you'll get a daily SBC that is for, let's say, Bayern players. And every single Bayern player is going for 2,000. So you want to sell all your Bayern players in the moment and then maybe buy them back when it goes away. So also keep that in mind. So guys, that's going to be it for episode 1. This was more of investment tips, kind of how to put cards in your club that will go up in value over time. Even though this is a thing I'm talking about holding for Team of the Season, this is something you can do week in and week out as well. We'll have other videos going over more short-term trading tips, maybe some ways to make coins so that you can open packs during Team of the Season if that's your thing. we'll have some episodes where we go over league SBCs. But this is just to show you kind of having a bunch of different type of cards in your club, having a bunch of rares, non-rares. You'll be prepared for no matter what EA provides or doesn't provide. Sometimes they might just put nothing in chat whatsoever. So that's something to keep in mind with as well. As I'm sitting here, just something I thought of is if you haven't invested in West Brom strikers or center backs, the silvers are going to be going up in price when people kind of get an idea of when the Prem's coming back. So if you haven't gotten into those, I'd recommend maybe looking at the price, buying when they're a little lower. If you can get Diagne for under 6K, that's kind of my go-on price. He was, what, 20K when it was out, so that wouldn't be a bad investment. But we're going to end it there. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, feel free to smack the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you next time. It's been your boy, MumboElite. I'm out. Peace.